Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the top 5 weapons which I think need a buff in GPO. Please stick to the end of the video, and this is actually my second time recording this because the first time I waffled on a bit too long and it was almost like 40 minutes of recording, and yeah, I just waffled on for way too long. So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to try to be a lot more precise and actually talk about what I'm talking about this time. So yeah, let's just get straight into the video. So a lot of you guys are going to realize a trend in this video is going to be a lot of the shorter range weapons, because the shorter, at least the heavy weapons and the shorter and the mid-range weapons have somewhat use, but I feel like the shorter range weapons, they're kind of trash. So at the number 5 spot we've got Hollow's Fang. So this was a legendary sword that was introduced in the Halloween event in 2021, and it was a 1% drop chance from the ball boss. It has M1 base of 5 damage, and all the pros about this weapon: it's got a fast M1 speed, it's got 1 combo extender, and one of the moves do not take stamina, and the Shadow's Mark can be used to escape combos, kind of, but not really. It says here that it's got a high M1 speed, but to be honest, I do not see that as a pro anymore, because honestly it does not matter in today's age of GPO how fast the M1 speed is. It's just a matter of whatever can do more damage, because back in the days you would be able to escape combos if your M1 speed is faster, but now you can't. So it's not really a pro that is fast M1 speed. So yeah, one of the cons is that the 1000 strike, which is supposed to be the combo extender, it doesn't have hyper armor and does very low damage. So along with the bad scaling of this weapon, there's no point in using it. It's got 1 combo extender, it does low damage, and it's got short range. And usually the faster swing speed weapons have a lower scaling, and for some reason in this game all the short range weapons have a very low scaling. So yeah, one of the ways I feel like this could be buffed is just to simply increase the scaling, and honestly a quick fix would be to increase the scaling of all the shorter range weapons except for Knight Gauntlets, because that's based off strength and not sword mastery. So yeah, honestly the moves don't need to be changed. I think the moves are cool and they don't need to be changed, but I think the scaling just needs to slightly increase. Alright, so at the number 4 spot we've got another event item. What a surprise. So this one is actually Festival Shield, and this was a legendary weapon from the Nutcracker boss, I think in the 2021 Christmas event, and there was actually a 5% drop chance, and this has got a decent base damage of 7, but obviously like the Hollow's Fang, it's a short range weapon, so the scaling is going to be very trash. So again, I feel like the moves for this are great, because obviously it's a shield, it's got 1 counter and it's got a grab, which is good. I think the moves are good, and bear in mind that the time the counter lasts is very long, so it can be used. It's very good for battle royale. It can be used to, if you don't have Rokushiki, it can be used to protect yourself from ults, because it lasts a long time, and the moves are great. They don't need to be changed, but again, the scaling is bad compared to the Festival Lancer. The Festival Lancer is, I think, a heavy weapon, and it's got a combo extender which has got a very short cooldown. So some of the pros: it's got a quick block break move. It's got obviously the it can reflect a lot of ultimates with the counter, but it's got very bad range, and it's got slow M1s, and it's got bad scaling. So yeah, again, it's a short weapon like the Hollow's Fang, and a quick fix would be to fix the scaling of the shorter range weapons, because I feel like they do 2 less damage for how short their range is. They need to do slightly more damage, I think. Okay, so in spot number 3 I think we've got, and a lot of you are probably gonna see this coming, is Santa Bells. So this is honestly the most useless weapon in the game, even though it is an event item, and even though it's a 25% chance from the Santa's elf, which is relatively high, it was still an event item, and still a lot of people did not obtain it, because even a lot of people were not at Sky Island when this update dropped, even if you were playing GPO, because I was, but I never did the event. I don't know why, but I was just not playing GPO consistently. But yeah, it's relatively high, but doesn't mean it has to be crap. It's literally so bad. So it's only got 1 pro, so the only pro for this weapon is it's a fairly fast M1 spring speed. It's not fast, but it's not slow, so it's in the middle. And this honestly, I would have put this at number 1, but you're gonna see why I've got 2 weapons above this. But it's only got 1 move, which is a heal, and the heal is shit. It literally heals no HP whatsoever, and the cooldown is very long, along with the bad scaling, the very short range. So this, I would say, the base katana is better than this. Literally, the katana has better scaling than this. So yeah, I feel like this weapon they need to revamp this weapon completely, because it's just so bad. Or if they don't want to, just make the healing good, because I'm pretty sure this healing is worse than the candy cane healing, and the candy cane healing is bad as well. So yeah, they just need to fix this healing and fix the scaling. At the number 2 spot, we've got actually 2 weapons tied, which are basically the same. So it's Inferno Rocket Blade and Prestige Inferno Rocket Blade. So yeah, Prestige, or well, normal Inferno Rocket Blade was the legendary, and I think Prestige is a collectible item, and they were both obtained during the 2022 anniversary event. And this weapon is very bad. It is so bad. One of the pros and one of the cool things is that it's one of the only weapons that is both a gun and a weapon in the same. So it's kind of the first like gun weapon in the game. So I guess that's one good thing, and it's got a good range. But that's all it has going for it. It's got very slow M1s. It's got no combo extenders. The final move, Mega Death Rocket, it takes 60 gun mastery. So you're gonna have to waste 60 stat points into your gun mastery when that can be used into sword, while other people are going to have that into sword or devil fruit. It's going to be a lot more useful than this death rocket, and I think this takes ultimate bar. I'm not actually sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this takes ultimate bar as well. But even if it doesn't, I'm pretty sure the cooldown is very long. It's a very long cooldown, but it's a decent move. But that again, that move scales with gun mastery, and no one uses gun mastery. So I feel like they need to change that. Also, they need to fix the scaling, because the scaling is worse than candy cane, and we all know how bad candy cane scaling is. It's atrocious, and this scaling is even worse. So I feel like a good fix, again, it wouldn't be to revamp the moves. I feel like they might need to change the gun mastery, or even to put less into gun mastery, less stat points, because I feel like 60 is a lot. And they need to fix the scaling. It needs to have higher scaling, better M1 damage, because I'm pretty sure the scaling is very trash. And then at the number 1 spot, a lot of you are going to call me biased, yeah, but whatever, I'm going to say candy cane, because for how rare, and this includes prestige candy cane as well, because I've actually got prestige, but for how rare prestige candy cane and regular candy cane is, it is so garbage. I would have put bells above these two, prestige Inferno Rocket Blade and prestige candy cane, but since like prestige Inferno Rocket Blade and PCC and CC are so rare, their value is so high, and just for how trash the item is, I feel like this deserves to be higher, because bells has no value whatsoever. Yeah, I just feel like it's actually criminal for how shit the moveset is for this to be so high value. Obviously, the whole reason it rose to this high value was in early updates, because it was honestly probably the best weapon because of the fast M1 speed, but now it's just trash. The flash freeze is very easy to perfect block, and it's too slow of a startup. Anyone can easily cancel the animations, and the healing move is shit. The scaling is very bad, and I'm going to compare this to Kikoku, because Kikoku is the only mythic weapon in the game, and we all know how broken Kikoku is. It's got, let's just say, 2 moves, because it's only got 4 with opening. It's got 2 moves which technically both combo extend. The something line one, there's a specific trick you can do to make a combo extend, which is not very hard. All you have to do is look to the side. It's got 2 combo extenders, and it's got insane scaling, it's got very insane reach, and it's very fast M1 speed, arguably faster than Candy Cane. And Candy Cane and Prestige Candy Cane are most definitely rarer than Kikoku, because Kikoku is going to be in this game infinitely. Candy Cane is very shit. I don't care even if I don't care what they do, if they change the scaling or they changed the moves, revamped the moves. I just want at least one combo extender or to change the scaling, because literally a katana has better scaling than candy cane. If you guys do not believe me how bad the scaling is, so right here on the wiki of the bells, One Piece Online wiki, literally the bells M1 damage is very average, having the 5th lowest base damage, along with Santa's candy cane, golden staff and golden hook. It is actually so bad. This is how bad the candy cane scaling is. It's very high value, but the scaling is so bad. Like, for me to achieve like 50 M1s, I need like 900 into sword mastery, but compared to other weapons, you would need at least like 500, 600, or at the most 700, let's say. But it's actually mad.